There are three inevitabilities in this life: death, taxes, and getting a job. But hey, despite what the internet or a certain bald gentleman may tell you, a job can be a wonderful thing and a great way to pursue your hopes, dreams, and goals. Do you want to save lives? There's a job for that. Do you want to go to space? There's a job for that. Do you want to contribute towards the collapse of society, laughing maniacally in a big fancy building as civilization itself decays around you? You guessed it, there's a job for that. So if for whatever reason you want to watch the world burn, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Grim, head of the JFJ network, and I'm going to help you find the best way to make the world a worse place. Here are the best careers for evil people. And here's a bonus. All of these careers I'm going to share with you are completely legal. Let's get started with one that we've all had an unfortunate encounter with. I'm sure we all have fond memories of our childhood, where everything seemed so fun, so innocent. Everything was so carefree because we hadn't quite truly realised the horrific hellscape of a world we actually lived in. Luckily, however, if you want to shatter that innocence for others, there's a job for that. Teaching may be the career for you. But how exactly do you ruin someone's childhood? I mean, parents are more protective of their little angels than ever, so you can't exactly use the old ways. Luckily, there's a new modern weapon, the power of homework. Assign as much of it as you can, and make it as hard as you can. And before you know it, those little rambunctious tykes will be stressed out with little to no free time or sleep. It's like adulthood, except they don't get paid. But you do. But if killing kids' dreams feels a bit too much like punching down, then why don't you pick on someone your own size and kill their parents' dreams? Ruining their lives and their businesses. That's right, it's the job shared by that one spooky guy in Ratatouille. It's being a critic! Now there's all kinds of things you can critique or judge. Movies, restaurants, hell, even people if you manage to play your cards right. And guess what? Most people are lazy. They'll often rely on reviews and stuff, which means you can become the tastemaker of society. For instance, picture a small-time, family-owned restaurant. Lots of love and care in every dish. Truly a wholesome dream come true. A pillar of the community. But here you come, with a scathing review saying the pasta was undercooked or the sauce tastes cheap or whatever. And there goes their ability to attract new customers. And now the dream slowly dies. And poor Luigi has to go work for the new local McDonald's that has taken the place of his restaurant, shattering both the community and poor little Luigi's life. Now, while I'd prefer a more nefarious title like Propagandist, it doesn't exactly look good on the old LinkedIn page. But don't worry, even if the corporate title's a little dull, you are in a prime position to erode people's health and their wallets. A good example of this would be the food industry. You can lure kids into that sweet, sweet junk food and sugar addiction by slapping some innocent beloved childhood character like SpongeBob or Skibbity Toilet on a chocolate bar, and before you know it, the little hellions will wail and wail. And the parents will have no choice but to give in until their kid is fat and docile. I'm sure he'll be fine. But here's the best part. This stuff works on adults too. You just gotta switch it up a little. For example, just include some vague promise or buzzword on food or clothing like deluxe or luxury. You can sell the same item for 3 times the price. Or for health again, just slap something on like 0 sugar or natural ingredients to make a product seem healthy. You can't exactly lie here, so you just tell the truth, but not all the truth. For example, when you say natural ingredients, it could mean anything from fresh berries to horse spunk, meaning people will be fat and poor, all because you did your job. But if you prefer something a little more hands-on, well, the next career is just for you. Now after those fine fellows in marketing have rinsed the money from those suckers, provided value to our beloved customers. They may have accrued a little bit of debt, and someone has to collect on behalf of Klarna. Now this isn't like the movies where you and a fellow named Big Tony start busting kneecaps. Like I said before, every career in this video is completely legal and above board, but there's still plenty of chances to ruin some lives. For instance, some court agents have the power to seize goods in order to pay off debts, meaning you can pilfer around a family's home and start seizing their prized possessions. Little Timmy's rare Pokemon cards? Seized. The wife's prized jewels? Seized. Grandfather's urn is made of gold? Seized. Hell, you can even take the family car. Have them enjoy the bus. Yes, if you want to be up close to the misery and see the tears on their faces, this is likely the job for you. The world is full of tragedy and disaster. Wars, tornadoes, an outbreak of super diabetes thanks to some less than ethically marketed food products. But the real question we all have to ask is, how can we profit from this? Well, my friend, do I have the industry for you? An industry to die for. That's right. Not only can you turn the world's misery to profit, but you get exclusive, premium access to one of the world's most profitable and vulnerable customer bases, the recently bereaved. And you know what they say, people buy with emotions, not logic. So that means upsell, 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 baby. I mean, sure, Steve, you could buy the standard coffin, but was that all your mother was really worth? Just a paltry standard coffin? And before you know it, there goes their inheritance. They got a second mortgage as you loom outside of the retirement homes and children's hospitals like a grim reaper ready to harvest their grieving loved one's cash. But hey, even in death, there is life. Long debt, that is! Anyway, moving on. When you imagine the idea of an evil job, this is likely the one that comes to mind. And I'm sure there are some lovely lawyers out there somewhere. But this isn't about them. This is about you, a lot of money, and some lives that need a good ruining. And boy howdy, where do I begin? For starters, there's the classic lawsuit, helping big companies or local Karens bankrupt puny small business owners over some trivial thing like the coffee being too hot or him having the balls to use a mascot that bears a passing resemblance to their trademark character, Bill the Jolly Tax Form. And the best part, win or lose, Mr. Business Owner likely lost money in court, and you still get paid. Or better yet, why not help out society's frontline villainy? Because why do crimes when you can enable others to do the same crimes, while you take absolutely zero risk and still get paid? And as an added perk, you can professionally gaslight both their victims and the court. Your Honour, my client Andy the Axe Murderer was clearly acting in self-defense. Those orphans just happened to trip into his axe. And hey, when they re-offend, well, who doesn't love repeat business? However, as evil as all these careers can be, there is one career that puts them all to shame. One that has piece by piece eroded not only our culture, but our very trust and faith in each other as human beings. Be warned, this career is the most vile, the most evil, the most twisted. And the scary part is, you likely feel their effects every day. Here it is. That's right, folks. While sure, the other careers can do a lot of damage to society, their reach is tragically limited. An evil teacher can only ruin so many kids and only gets a small time window before they trundle off to the joys of adulthood. A lawyer only has so many hours in the day, and so many lawsuits available. And hell, undertakers and repo men only really get to target people who are already miserable. A true villain wants to make the world miserable. And that's where the glorious influencers come in. Want to make society dumber? Flood the algorithms with brain-rotted AI slop content, or start some stupid trend or meme for the masses to parrot. Want to make society less healthy? Then use your influence to hawk sugary, unhealthy products better than any lowly marketer could accomplish. Or better yet, convince everyone they're already failures if they don't have 7 figures and 6-pack abs by the time they're 12. But you can offer salvation for only a merely $2,000 a month to invest into your course or paid community or whatever you want to call it. Honestly, with the amount of people that you reach and variety of evil methods, I can make a whole other video on this career alone. I mean, you could do so many evil but legal things. You can create a cult of ravenous toxic fans ready to troll, dox and ruin the lives of people at your command. You can stick a camera in front of your kids and milk their innocence and privacy for every cent it's worth. Why, you can even make an educational video teaching others how to be horrible evil people. Oh. Wait a minute.